Hey gamers, today we're going to be looking at the Inventors. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is easy. What you're going to do is you're going to put your little patented and the incredible patent picker move maker machine. You're going to assemble this. It just slips on and off onto the tray. You're going to put all your little metal clips for copyright patents, which we'll get to in a minute. You're going to stick them all down in here. And then, of course, every player is going to pick a color. They're going to get $125,000 from this beautiful, vibrantly colored money here. And then the game is afoot. Well, they're each going to get 3 of these Eureka cards as well. Now, each turn they get to play a Eureka card and then, of course, roll their die. And how you roll your die is you stick them down here into the machine, press it, and it comes out, and that's how you roll your die. Now, on certain tracks, like the little inside purple track, if you're on that, you're just going to roll 1 die like so. That is incredibly fun to do in the game, let me tell you. Now, going back, your Eureka cards can let you do different little things in the game. They can let you claim patents, claim inventions, steal inventions from another player, or, you know, buy your own. There's several different things they will let you do in the game. Like I said, you can play one every round and take one at the end of your turn. Now, you're trying to get one of these types of patents. There's several in the game. They got 4 of each, an A, B, and a C. Of course, A's are the nicest ones, C's are the more low-end ones, and they're just little ridiculous things in the game, like a dimple maker. Have no idea what that means. Combination clothes brush. What? Are you kidding me? I love a light up mouse frightener. It's a cat. That's awesome. So anyway, you're going around the board and it'll tell you to buy a particular patent on, you know, or a particular invention you can get, or if you hit the corners here, you can buy any of A, C, or B if you land exactly on those. Now, the whole time when you get one of these patents, whichever one you get, well, inventions I should say, you're trying to get them patented. And if you can land on something called patent claim, or maybe you have a Eureka card that lets you get a patent, what you're going to do is you're going to stick it in here and then pull it out. Whoops, messed up there. Stick it in here, pull it out, and there it is. All right, so you would look on the back. Now it's going to be anywhere between 0, 1, or 2. If you see, I have all 3 types here, and it depends on which type you get is the value of your invention. So if you look here on the back, you can also see, aha, look at all the stuff here. This gives you an easy sheet here, kind of like a cheat sheet. It's on the back of each invention. Each one can be different. It'll tell you the value of it with the patent on it times whatever number you see here. And then it says with an investor. Now, what does all that mean? Well, after you get it patented, then you'll want to, by exact count, land on one of these little end squares here. And on that turn, when you land on that square, you can either pick this one to go to buy an A invention, or I can land here. Now what that means is I'm going to go down this purple track. When you do that, like I said before, you're going to roll just 1 die. And you're going to collect the number of royalties that you have on the board. So let's say, and let's move back here, I landed right there exactly. I can place all my A, B, or C inventions. I can't put different ones in there. They have to be all of the same invention. So let's say I had 2 A's and both of them had patents on it, which these don't, but let's say they did. And then I would roll my die, and then I would move that many spaces on the board. Now, I can only stay on this purple track as long as I get exact count right there to the next corner. Then I can keep moving around, hopefully cashing more money for my inventions. But once I move off this track here, the patents go away, the inventions go back into the deck for anyone to get, and then I move back around the board again. I collect whatever money is on here, and as you see, it says 3 times, 6 times, 5 times, 4 times. That's what tells you how many times. You don't even have to do the math here. And then, of course, the claims. If I had a 0 claim, a 0 patent, then I would get just that much. If I had a 1 or a 2, I'd make a little bit more. Now, with an investor, basically says if there are certain Eureka cards that make you a silent investor, a silent partner on the invention, which means you're going to get half of whatever they get. And so, of course, it tells you what half is, you know, if you can't do the math there. So these are very cool to have and it's a very neat idea to put those on the back here. So it really speeds up the game and lets everyone know exactly how much money to divvy out between the players. Now, if you wanted to sell this, there are options here. It lets you sell the invention. It'll tell you what the actual cost is there, and of course with an investor it puts everything in half. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to go around the board and gather as much money, get a lot of inventions, patent them, move up and down these purple tracks, and at the end, when the last patent is claimed, then you're going to add up all the cash and then all the value of anyone's leftover inventions, and the person with the most money wins. Final thoughts, what do I think about the game? Well, you know what? Score up another win from Norm from the Board Game Museum for giving me yet another game that I enjoy. I found it for cheap at an antique store, picked it up. You can get it for cheap online, and I guess you should go ahead and say, yes, this is worth your time. The game does move pretty quick. Those Eureka cards help it move fast. I mean, for a minute you think, oh man, it's going to take us forever to make it through all of those patent claims. But eventually, either landing on the right spaces or playing those Eureka cards, the game does come to an end. Although maybe just a teeny bit long, but really not that bad. My nephews had a fun time playing the game. We laughed at the different inventions. The only thing I wish is I wish this game would have come out with an expansion of just extra inventions, because after you go through, there's only 16 in the deck, and you pretty much know them all, and then it stops being funny, and you're just trying to make money. So I think if they could have made some more invention cards, that would have been nice too. But overall, for the price, it is well worth my time. All right, gamers, that's all I have for now. See you next time with another video.